with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I be on the block, my side. Run it in the house for it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen, amen. I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna see, UV. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep. Amen, amen. Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah, amen, amen. People tryna say I'm on the enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Amen, amen. Man, put him into me. Everybody tryna take the identity. Everybody around me turn to a friend of me. Sit back while I take on the remedy. I cannot let it get into me. This playing a toll on me, meant to me.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Eagles coming in at 6-1, going up against the Redskins, who come in at 0-7.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go again with Oliver. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run. It's Oliver. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw. Kirby. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now on 4th down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run. Devontae Freeman. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They run it here with Oliver. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Kirby. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan. Able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nifty footwork at the 45. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Fighting through it, he's got space. Trot it, Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. It's Oliver. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. On 3rd down, that's Oliver. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. This is taken at about the 14. Able to fight through one tackle. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Open now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Here's a carry for Oliver. Runs through the contact. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off play action. Kirby. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go. 319. 319.
To throw on second down. Kirby. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 319.
Back to throw. Kirby. And he comes back with one complete. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47 yards. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz to throw on second down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyrell Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Time running out here on the play clock. Freeman again, a first down carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down following the run. The play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Play clock winding down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
This fielded at the 2. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Kirby. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they try the right side here. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The play clock's running down. Freeman again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Play clock winding down. Wentz going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The play clock's running down. Now it's Freeman. And some space here. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They toss to Freeman. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Washington, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so.